Hey yo, what up, wrestling fans? And welcome for another wrestling podcast, but it's a special podcast. We are going to discuss WrestleMania 30, our predictions, 30 years in the making. Now, if you don't recognize the song, it's from WrestleMania 1. Now, Tony, what's your thoughts on the pre-show?
Well, the pre-show is 2 hours long, and I don't know if they're gonna add another match or they're gonna use one of the matches that's already confirmed for the pre-show. Like, because there's only one match confirmed for the pre-show. For a 2 hour pre-show, I think they should add another match on there. Another like a match that's not really that important, and that way your main matches will have more time on the actual show. Um, so we have a fatal four-way match for the tag team titles. We have the Real Americans, Ryback and Curtis Axel, the defending champions, the Usos and Los Matadores. You know, this should be actually a fun match. I really think all these teams can deliver. All that. I think most all the well, besides Ryback and Curtis Axel, the other three teams I think can they're exciting and they can like deliver good stuff in a match, and all that. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel like I wish this would have been on the actual show because well, I just don't know. It kind of feels like the Usos they're not getting their WrestleMania moment because they're not on WrestleMania. They're on the WrestleMania, but not the live pay-per-view. They're on the pre-show, which kind of is disappointing. I don't think they've ever been on WrestleMania. I know they were on the pre-show a couple years ago as well. So well maybe one day they'll make it on the card. But you guys know what I mean. But this should be a fun match. But I'm gonna go ahead and say the Usos are gonna retain. I hope they retain at least. I would be stupid if they have any of the other teams win. Usos just won the titles from the New Age Outlaws last month. It would make no sense for them to drop them already. Then again, the New Age Outlaws dropped the titles in a month, but that was because they wanted to give them to the Usos. But the Usos are gonna have a long title reign, which I think they should. And yeah, so I'm gonna say that the Usos are going to retain the tag team championships here. All right?
Yes, I agree with you. Usos will become, will still become, let me rephrase that. The Usos will keep their freaking belts. Hopefully the WWE does not screw this up, Tony.
Yeah.
And it looked like a good match. I really want to see this match on actually WrestleMania card, not the pre-show, but whatever. Go on with the next match, Tony.
Okay, I'm just gonna in a particular order. Let's go down to the from the let's see the let's see mid card I guess, and then we'll go to the main matches. Okay. Let's just go with this crap. Okay, we got the Battle Royal. What is it actually called? The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's a yeah 30 superstars over the top rope rules. And so far, there's a lot of jobbers in here, but I'm just gonna read them off. I don't really care. We got Cody Rhodes and Goldust, who should not be in this match. They should have actually been in the tag team title match, but okay. I would have rather seen Cody and Goldust than the two masked guys, Los Matadores. Um, we got Rey Mysterio, Big E Langston, Big Show, Del Rio, Brad Maddox. I don't know why. The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi, Sheamus, Sin Cara, Christian, Santino, Brodus Clay, R-Truth, Fandango, Zack Ryder, 3MB, Darren Young, Mark Henry, Justin Gabriel, Damian, Titus, Great Khali, and yeah, there's still three spots open, it looks like. But I don't know. At first, I'm still not really big on this idea or this match. Should have been Money to Bank, but okay. I guess just a way of paying homage to Andre the Giant, seeing they really never done anything really that much for Andre. Well, I mean, they inducted him in the Hall of Fame, but I guess they wanted to make a match after him. But I heard the rumor that this is gonna be like a everyday like a tradition. So I'm guessing they're gonna do it every year, which I don't want to see. It should just be for this because it's WrestleMania 30, 30th anniversary. But a lot of jobbers in here. Maybe we'll have one or two surprises because, like I said, there is three spots open. I've got two predictions for this match. I'm gonna either say Big Show will win because it would make sense, paying homage to Andre, and Andre and him being like technically the same, I guess you're saying not the same size or whatever. You know what I'm saying. And I'd say Dolph Ziggler. Heard that Dolph Ziggler is gonna get a push pretty soon again, which I'd like to see. I'm a big fan of his. And I think this would be a good way to start his push. His run. Is by having him win this. I'm not too fond on having the winner carry around the trophy for like a whole year or whatever. I don't really find that big of a deal, but whatever. So I'm gonna say Big Show or Dolph Ziggler will win. So right, yeah. What do you think?
You know what? I agree with you on Dolph. I'm not really too sure on the Big Show because he's a future Hall of Famer. Does he really need us? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe the Miz. I freaking doubt it. Maybe the real. He's on his way out, so anyone could win it, or maybe the guys who's not on the list that you mentioned. And now you told me off the podcast. There's a report that the return of RVD might be in this Battle Royal, Tony.
Possible, yep.
And any other guests with the other two spots, maybe from people from NXT?
Possibly, you could throw two NXT guys in there, jobbers or whatever, yeah.
But you don't see no legends from from the past make a appearance for one night only?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like Hacksaw Jim Duggan or Rowdy Piper or something like that. I mean, I guess because it is Andre the Giant, they could throw like a legend in there like him in there.
Yeah, that's what I agree with. I prefer a Money in Bank, but they're gonna have this instead. Are they gonna have a Money in Bank pay-per-view this summer?
Yes.
So probably that's why. Probably if they didn't have a Money in Bank pay-per-view, maybe they will have it match at Mania 30. But whatever, W, whatever. Okay, what's the next match, Tony?
Okay, let's go ahead and go with this one. Okay, so we got the New Age Outlaws and Corporate Kane versus the Shield. Now, originally, I guess the Shield was gonna break up before WrestleMania. It was originally gonna be a triple threat for the title, the U.S. title that Dean Ambrose has. But now that the New Age Outlaws, I guess, are back or whatever. Well, I mean, they're one of them's over. One of them is not injured anymore. Road Dogg was injured. He had an injured back, and I guess instead of worrying about their tag team title shot to get the rematch, they decided that they wanted to work with the Shield before the Shield split up. So WWE gave them their wish, and they put them with Kane, and we have our 6-man tag here. So you know what? I guess this should be I'll say this will be a good match, maybe not the best match because I mean we're talking about Kane here in the New Age Outlaws. These guys really haven't been the greatest performers in a long ass time. The Shield can still, of course, the Shield can go. They're in their prime. Any match where the Shield competes in is really good. I'm not gonna say this. Well, I can't say this until I've seen the match, but I doubt this will be better than the Shield's match last year, which they faced Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. Now that was an awesome match, an awesome opener to Mania 29. But I don't know if it'll be as fast paced as. I don't know if that one. I don't know if this one will be as fast paced as that one because, well, I mean, as I said before, the Shield's working here with 3 old timers. But you never know. Maybe the match will turn out to be something good. But at the end of the day, I do see the Shield picking up the win here, and yeah. So after that, I guess they can break up or whatever and go their separate ways. So yeah. What's your thoughts, Rai?
Well, I'm agreeing with you again. The Shield's gonna win back-to-back Manias. It should be a good match. It won't be as good as last year because last year 3 young bucks: Randy Orton, Sheamus, and who was the other one? Oh, Big Show.
Well, Big Show's not that young, but well, it still was a good match.
Yeah. Look at Big Show was not really part of that much much in that match. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't do much. Yeah.
No, not really. This match won't go that long, my viewers. It just won't. I mean, if it does, it does. But
probably will open the show.
It may it again. It might. You never know. But it might be the last minute decision for Mania 30. But I'm going with the Shield, and hopefully see some choke slams. Hopefully see some Reigns, the Superman punch, spears, some great moments, and maybe they might break a announce table. That'd be awesome,
Yeah, they powerbomb one of them through a table.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Hopefully you see a triple powerbomb.
Yep.
Maybe a Kane or one of the DX members.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say in that one.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what other match. Okay, we got Let's just go with this match. We have the Vicky Guerrero. I don't know what the hell this thing's called. Here it is. Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. Now with this being an invitational or whatever, I would assume it'd be like anybody can enter. So
Yep.
I don't know. I'm hoping that all the divas that are in this match right now are not the ones that like they're not the only ones. I hope some surprises come in there somehow. Vicky Girl, like all the divas in the ring, and Vicky Girl comes out and announces that she's got a few surprises. She brings out some returning faces or some new faces. That'd be kind of really cool. That'd be really cool. Uh, Honestly though, looking at this match, it looks like a cluster. It's gonna be a clusterfuck, no doubt about it.
I
It should
agree.
be
Yep.
a battle royal because with divas and stuff, a one fall to a finish is just retarded. Nobody cares about a one fall to finish with the divas. I think it should be a top over the top. It should just be like a battle royal. It doesn't matter if you throw them over the top rope or through the middle rope, whatever the bottom rope, they're eliminated. But that's normally how they do it with the divas. Because I guess they're divas. They don't care. Oh, throwing them over the top rope will injure them, so they got to throw them through the middle rope. But whatever. It's whatever. I don't know. If AJ loses her title, I think it's really dumb because half these divas in here are nobodies. But I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I don't know why, but I think it's AJ's time to drop the belt. I just had that feeling. If she retains it, I wouldn't be surprised. But it just seems like the odds are against her. But the odds have always been against her, as she said. So maybe she can overcome it. But I'm gonna say, um, I'll say maybe Tamina will win, her former bodyguard, or I don't even know. I guess she's still her bodyguard. Tamina or one of the Bellas will win, or maybe a surprise returner, like a new face or an older face will return and win the belt. I don't know. There's so many fucking outcomes. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say AJ is gonna retain. It's too hard to say. It's just kind of like I don't know. It's confusing, honestly. It really is. I say AJ retains. I wouldn't be surprised though if she does lose the belt, but I hope it's not to a nobody. So yeah, what do you think?
I'm going with Tamia, just for the hell of it, because I know Dovey did not use her properly. So if they give her the belt, it'd be like um, a different turn of events for the Divas division, or it might be one of Bella's, or it might be Natalia, but I doubt it because the way she's running her freaking mouth on the Total Divas is not gonna happen anytime soon, Tony.
Yeah.
So that's my pick. Or it might be AJ Lee retaining her belt. It could go that direction, but it's time for her to lose the belt. Just like what happened to Punk. It was time to lose the belt for Punk.
Yeah.
Okay, next match.
Okay. We have we're almost done here. Let's see. We got Bray Wyatt and John Cena. Now, I've enjoyed this feud, honestly. I think the promos that Bray Wyatt has delivered have been really good. John Cena has got, he's gave some good promos too. I'll admit it. I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena. I do respect what the guy does, though. I mean, he's worked his ass off. I'm not the biggest fan of the guy, but I don't hate him. I can't really hate him because I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's really like outside the ring. But I really liked when the Wyatts put the mask on Cena last week. And tied him in the rope and they put the mask. I thought that was kind of cool. And last night's Raw, I thought it was okay. But I mean, the announcers were just acting so dumb though. Like it was so obvious. Well, I already knew it was John Cena. Like, oh, it was funny though. I don't know who it was. JBL Cole. Oh, is that a new Wyatt member? A new Wyatt family member? Please, that's so dumb. It's so retarded. Why would you say that? Obviously, it's John Cena. Who else would it be? I mean, he's feuding with John Cena, so who else would it be? John Cena had like the whole jumpsuit on, and he had the mask on, and he and I don't know. It's kind of I thought it was weird. They all three of them looked at him and did do nothing. Like, and then he took off the mask. I mean, it looked stupid. I just thought it was dumb. Like, I mean, it's cool to see how Cena had the mask on and all that, but I mean, I just thought it was kind of dumb how they just were looking at Cena. They didn't do nothing about it. Like, I would have just jumped on him. I would have been like, "What the hell is this?" But they just looked at him like retards and didn't do anything. Um, they just looked at him like idiots. But whatever. I guess this whole match revolves around John Cena's legacy and all that crap. Um, you know what? This should be a good match though. Bray Wyatt, he's good in the ring, good on the mic. That's perfect. John Cena, I mean he can go. He's put on some good matches over the years. I think these two will have good chemistry with each other. But it's gonna be cool. I heard the rumor. It's gonna be cool to see Bray Wyatt have his song performed live. He'll be performing to the ring, um, his band or whatever for his song. That'd be really cool. So at the end of the day, though, I'm gonna say John Cena has to put over Bray Wyatt. I don't I don't really think Bray Wyatt could suffer a loss to John Cena. I mean, as close as Bray Wyatt is to become a main eventer, I think this would be a good way for him to, I guess you could say, catapult his way to the main event stardom is by beating somebody like John Cena. Somebody like John Cena. A guy like John Cena's caliber. But yeah, Bray Wyatt cannot suffer a loss. I just think it'll hurt him too much. So I'm gonna say Bray Wyatt will win. And like always, of course, they'll probably have a rematch at Extreme Rules. That's what Extreme Rules is, a rematch. Rematch is a WrestleMania. But I'm gonna say Bray Wyatt's gonna win. Should be a good match, right?
I agree. Wyatt should win, and he's a upcoming guy. And now, what you said about John Cena, guys looking like dumbasses on Raw. Did you notice? It feel like the same jumpsuit that Daniel Bryan wear a couple weeks ago. Remember that, or a month ago?
A couple months ago, yeah, it looked the same. I'm not sure though, but it could have been the same. I think it was.
Yeah. Hopefully it's clean. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it should be a good match. I heard reports, on photos that they're gonna have a band for John Cena's entrance. As a special entrance from New Orleans, the band out there.
I haven't heard about that, but I wouldn't be surprised because John Cena most of the time is always has a special entrance for WrestleMania.
Yep, he's the only. It's between him and I think he's the only guy, right?
And Taker.
That's it. No one else don't do nothing special.
Triple H.
Yeah, that's it. Only three guys out of the whole W card. That's kind of sad for the whole W roster. That is sad. They should do it. The whole works.
Yeah, but I think they only do it because it would eventually kind of get like boring, But I don't know.
Yeah, and I hopefully we see some pyro for each guy. You know.
Yeah, well, Bray Wyatt normally doesn't do pyro. John Cena never, and I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
And I hopefully when the show kicks off, hopefully you see some pyro at Mania.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if they don't do it on other shows, it should definitely be at Mania.
Yeah.
So Bray Wyatt, you're gonna say?
Yes.
Okay, so you think it'll be a good match?
Yeah, but most likely if Wyatt wins this one, Cena's going to rematch, no doubt about it.
That's true, but I think Wyatt's win will mean more because he won it at Mania.
Oh yeah, and plus, how many years that Cena's got left? He don't have many years left in his career.
Why not? Cena said that he don't plan on retiring anytime soon. He said he probably though he said he doesn't. He said sometimes he does feel wore out and beat down, but he says he probably can still go another 10, 15 years.
That's crazy, but that's his opinion. But
as long as he's not in the main event scene for those 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, next match.
All right, let's go. We got let's see. All right, we got Daniel Bryan and Triple H. Winner will go into the triple threat match. Like, winner will go into the title match later in the night for the main event. Now, I've enjoyed this feud. It's gone on for a while. I mean, it's gone on technically since SummerSlam last year when Randy Orton cashed in Money in the Bank on Daniel Bryan. Triple H turned heel on Daniel Bryan. They did that whole authority thing, technically, Corporation 2.0, and all that. But, this whole time, I honestly, this whole time, really, it just felt, Daniel Bryan, people felt Daniel Bryan was getting buried, but really he wasn't, because it was just leading to something bigger, and this is what's happened with Daniel Bryan, because of the fans, the fans and all this, the fans, technically, they changed the course of WrestleMania. They changed the main event. The main event was just going to be Batista and Randy Orton, but now because of the fans, well, most likely, it'll be Daniel Bryan in that match. I mean, it's the fans that did all this, so I think that's brilliant, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this Daniel Bryan Triple H match.
I wish it had a stipulation and stuff like that, but oh
Yeah,
well,
yep.
maybe last minute they'll add a stipulation. I think this type of match should have a stipulation, like a no holds barred, or maybe like some kind of last man standing match. That'd be kind of cool, but should be a good match. Triple H's matches usually at WrestleMania are good. Daniel Bryan, his matches at Mania that he's had haven't been the best. I mean, but um, this to me steps it up a notch for Daniel Bryan. Last year he was defending the tag titles. This year he's facing the CEO, one of the best in the business. So he's made an improvement since last year. I'll tell you that much. So should be a good match. At the end of the day, though, I know a lot of people. You know what? I know there's gonna be fans out there are gonna say this when once Daniel Bryan beats Triple H and then he wins the title in the main event. I know there's gonna be a lot of fans bitching, saying, "Oh, that was so predictable. I was so predictable. Bryan won. I knew he was gonna win." They're gonna be bitching, and that all along, those are the same fans that probably wanted him to win the title all along. So shut the fuck up and enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
You gotta always be bitching. But Daniel Bryan is my pick, and the reason I said that though is because there was no other way this story can go. I mean, there's no other way. Like it's just. I mean, it has to end. Eventually here, and it has to end with Daniel Bryan being out on top. Again, defying the authority all along, and then finally, realizing his dream and sticking it to the authority. So it can't go any other way. Daniel Bryan has to win. I mean, I'd be fucking shocked if Triple H would. I would. I cannot see. I don't see. I don't have. I don't have any what do you call it, like faith that Triple H will win because he's not going to. I just don't see it happening. It'd make no sense. So the WWE can't screw over the fans any longer. Daniel Bryan must win the match.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one, and it's not gonna go. It's not gonna be a short match. It's gonna have a lot of time on their hands because I don't. I just. I hopefully it's gonna. I don't know what place the card's gonna be. Hopefully, like in the middle, Tony.
Yeah, well, it can't be the main event. I mean, no, what am I saying, main event? It can't be near the main event, but because well, one of these guys is going to be needing to rest up.
Yeah. So I think maybe like the match of the show to kick off. I mean, I could be totally wrong, Tony.
Yeah, and also another thing I would like to see, which I think would be really cool. So let's say Triple H beats up Daniel Bryan so bad that Daniel Bryan, they make it seem like he can't, and like let's say Daniel Bryan wins the match against Triple H, but then after the match, Triple H attacks him and beats him down. Let's make it seem like Daniel Bryan. They make it look like he's not going to be able to compete later in the night. But then somehow, the magic or whatever, like luck and all this by his side. He shows up, he is beaten down, he gets out there, and somehow he ends up winning the title. Or let's say Daniel Bryan beats Triple H. What if this happens? I could see either of these scenarios happening. Daniel Bryan beats Triple H, and then later in the night, all three guys in the ring, but then here comes Triple H. Triple H inserts himself, making a fatal four-way, and Daniel Bryan, of course, still wins the title.
Yeah.
That would be mega. Daniel Bryan beats three mega stars like that in one night.
Yeah. Or they could do like this. The match between Triple H and Daniel Bryan. Both guys never got in the ring. They both get a count, and they both automatically get into the match would be a fatal four-way match. Tony, they could be that way.
It could be that way. No, but that'll only depend if this match won't be no DQ or no holds barred.
I really think it's gonna be some stipulation. It has to be.
Yeah, fucking rage in the cage.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know who's gonna make that stipulation. I mean, who's gonna add Triple H to the main event if Daniel Bryan wins and Triple H? You know what I'm saying? If they fought, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Triple H could just assert himself. He's Triple H.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised though. I'm just saying I could see that happening. Triple H adding himself to the match, or they make it look like Daniel Bryan was beat down so bad by Triple H he won't be able to make it, but then he ends up coming out there, hobbling down the ramp.
And it's gonna be WrestleMania 2000 all over again, elimination style.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe it'll be a one fall to a finish, and that'll even be better because Daniel Bryan beat all three of these guys, just one time. He didn't have to, and he won the title.
Yeah, it could go that way or a triple threat match. It's gonna go. Something's gonna happen. Hopefully it's not gonna be a total disaster for this match.
I don't think it will. Daniel Bryan Triple H should be a good match. They've had good promos against each other, and I think I think this is way better than seeing CM Punk and Triple H again. We already seen that they had a good match, but I wanted to see something different. So I'm actually glad in a way CM Punk left because if we was still here, the match it would have been CM Punk and Triple H. I technically wouldn't want to see that. I'm glad we're getting something different.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Punk was still there? Will he, if he beat Triple H, will he be in an automatic triple threat match or no?
Well, I guess in WWE's eyes, this is technically a fuck you to Punk because this is originally what was supposed to happen for Punk, but he left.
So technically, it would be a triple threat match for Punk, huh?
Yeah, but he left.
Yeah. See.
So they're just showing Punk this is what would have been happening with you, but you left. So we're
Yeah.
gonna stick it to you, and we're gonna put somebody else in there and do the same thing.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. So we got Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Now I honestly think this should be a no holds barred match, or maybe even a casket. But I'm not the biggest fan of caskets, or like I'm not for Undertaker's mainly Undertaker's matches. I'm not the biggest fan of stipulation matches. You know, what I mean, it could be a no holds barred or something like that. But when it comes down to it, for a match like a casket or a buried alive, I would not want to see because all you're gonna hear probably, and if that's only if they plan to do another match between the two, is you're gonna hear, oh, well, he didn't pin me or submit me. He like buried me alive or he put me in a coffin. I was never pinned or submitted. So let's go again. Let's have a rematch, and this time it'll be pin and submission. So I'm not the biggest fan when they do that kind of crap. You know, so I think it being a no holds barred or no DQ would be sufficient, which it probably will be. It has to be. I mean, with Paul Heyman at ringside, I mean, it has to be in some kind of stipulation. Because Paul Heyman's going to try and interfere. But it should be a good match. These guys have past history with each other. I think to me they worked good together back then, and I think now they could still go. I'm just worried though that Brock Lesnar. I hope not. Brock Lesnar does not. Technically, I hope Brock Lesnar doesn't fucking cripple Undertaker, kill the guy or whatever. I mean, Brock Lesnar's an animal in the ring when it comes to being in the ring. He's a fucking monster beast. The way he does things and stuff. He's a powerhouse. I mean, he's a former UFC fighter. He's not big on practicing matches and stuff like that, prepping for a match. But I guess he agreed to it. They must have offered him more money because originally he wasn't going to do it. But yeah, it should be a good match. Some good spots and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Undertaker will beat Brock Lesnar and go 22-0, and then that'll be that. But yeah, you know what? I mean, everybody has their own opinion, but I'm saying this right now. I don't know why everybody's saying. Well, I've heard people saying Brock Lesnar's going to win. Okay, that's your opinion and all, but I mean, I don't know. I thought people would have learned by now that Undertaker's never going to lose it. I mean, you never know, but he's not going to. He's come this far unbeaten at WrestleMania, undefeated. Why all of a sudden he just lose? Yeah, maybe it would benefit a new guy, like an upcoming star, maybe, but it ain't gonna happen. Not even for a young guy. So, Undertaker's gonna win. Should be a good match. All right. What's your intake on this?
I agree with you, Tony. Taker will still be undefeated. They mention this over and over every single year, my viewers, and it's the same result. Now, I know a lot of people not complaining, say, oh wow, Brock Lesnar, F5, Taker this past Monday. It's over. They just want you to get pumped up for the match on this Sunday, and Taker didn't do jack shit on Monday night. What's your thoughts on that, Tony?
Well, I said this off camera and all this or whatever, off the discussion. Well, you were just talking, before we started this, but 95% of the times in this feud, Taker's got the upper hand on Brock. I mean, he chokes him through a table, and I guess you could say, threw him over a coffin. If that even it does make sense, but I guess that does count because pretty much Undertaker's got the upper hand. So that's 95% right there. So the other 5% belongs to Brock Lesnar getting upper hand last night. So they pretty much what they're trying to do is they're just trying to make Brock's gonna win or whatever, but it ain't gonna happen. I mean, I guess they had to give Brock they had to get Brock to get his little a shot in Undertaker because Undertaker's got the upper hand, a lot so far. But my problem though with this whole feud though is it just feels kind of watered down. It feels like I don't know. It just feels like it wasn't built right. I don't know. how do I put it? I honestly wish they would have brought up something about family or something like that. That would have been really cool. Like, I don't know, something personal. Um, but I guess PG affects all that too. But I'll tell you though. My last thing to say about this though is the one thing that bothered me mainly about this though is I don't know, a guy like Brock Lesnar. You would have thought WWE would have built it up enough for Brock Lesnar to make it look like he'd be the type of guy to end the streak, like because he's such an animal, a monster, in the ring. They would have had him just. I don't want to say destroy Taker, but that's something where it would make people believe, holy fuck, this guy's got a chance of beating the streak. I mean, a lame ass F5 that does not put any doubt in my eyes that Taker's gonna lose. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, I just felt WWE's kind of been lazy, and they just kind of they feel to me. It felt weak the way they just been building this. Like, to you, has it looked like Brock Lesnar really? Does it look like he's really a threat to the streak?
Nope, I don't think so.
Exactly, because he hasn't done much.
No, but
I mean, but I guess I don't think they want to injure Taker. Maybe that's what it is.
no, but if they really injure him on Sunday, it's gonna happen the same result at WrestleMania 27. He came out with a stretcher, right? Came out.
Yeah,
with
they came and picked him up on a stretcher.
And then people say he won't be there at WrestleMania 28. They fooled the wrestling fans once again. They fooled the reporters, and it's gonna be a great battle. But I really wish they put a stipulation. They might do it at the last minute like they usually do at Mania.
I hope they do because at least one of these matches on this card need a stipulation or something. You need one like you need one on the holds barred or no DQ match.
So. Yeah, it's gonna be a good thing. And one good thing is it's indoors in New Orleans. They don't have to worry about nothing. Hopefully they don't lose no power outage because I know you're not a football fan, but when they had a Super Bowl the previous year, they lost power.
I heard about that.
So hopefully that's not the case at WrestleMania 30. It's gonna be awesome, and if you have the W Network, you gotta watch it there, or you gotta order it, or whatever. How you gonna find a way to stream this pay-per-view? And before we let you go,
we're not done yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We got one more match. We got the main event, baby. We got.
Oh yeah, the main event. Yeah.
We got Daniel Bryan. Well, my prediction: Daniel Bryan. Probably everybody predicting. It's gonna be Batista, Randy Orton, the defending champion, and Daniel Bryan, triple threat for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I'm glad. I knew they were going to change this main event because, originally it was going to be Batista and Orton. I'm glad it was changed. I knew they were going to. No freaking way, two heels. Well, Batista originally, going in this match, Batista was going to be a face, but they had decided to turn him heel early because he was just getting such a negative reaction from the crowd, and they were booing the fuck out of him. They were like, okay, fuck it, let's just turn him heel. The fans, pretty much the fans, they changed WWE's mind. They changed the course of WWE right there because W wasn't going to turn him heel until after WrestleMania, but the fans were booing the guy so much, they decided, okay, we're going to listen to it. We're just going to, go by what our fans are doing. We're going to turn him heel, and then they have a real reason to boo him now. So that was pretty much the fans right there that did that. It was the fans to change WWE's mind because they were booing him so much. And technically, it was the fans, because, what the fans did and stuff, and somewhat WWE's part, that this is going to be a triple threat because originally it was going to be the two. I would not wanted to see that. Freaking two heels in the main event of WrestleMania, two boring guys. I'll admit it, as much as I like Randy Orton, he is boring sometimes. Batista, I hate the guy with a passion. Should have never came back, but he came back for the Mania paycheck, don't they all?
Yep.
And all that. So yeah, now that it's gonna be a triple threat, Daniel Bryan or Triple H will be added. I doubt Triple H, but either way, I think the match will be good. Now, because you'll have another guy in there to make the match fast-paced and stuff like that and make the match good. Triple threat, no disqualification, so that's good. I mean, you can do anything you want, like you can smash a chair over some guy's head. Well, you can't do that right now, but smash a chair on the guy's back, put him through a table, use the steps, ring bell, use the title, whatever you want to do, because it's no DQ when it comes, I think, down to a triple threat match. At the end of the day, as I said, with the Triple H match, I do see Daniel Bryan winning this and winning the title, and WrestleMania will go off the air with a huge yes chant with Daniel Bryan holding both belts. Fans will go fucking ape shit, and that'll be our WrestleMania, and the fans will finally have got what they wanted, and there'll be probably 20% out of 100 fans bitching and complaining saying, "Oh, that was so predictable. Daniel Bryan won the title. He beat Triple H. Damn, that was so freaking predictable." And even though you were fans that wanted him to win the title, but now you're bitching that he did win it because it was so predictable. They always gotta find something to bitch about. So, Ryan,
Yep.
what you think?
It's gonna be a good match. Daniel Bryan become the new WWE and World Heavyweight Champion. They'll end the show, and I agree with you. The whole arena will says yes, 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 and they'll end the show. And the next night Raw, he's gonna come out, and open up Raw, and the place will go nuts.
Yep, and then Triple H's gonna come out and say, "I'm stripping you to this title."
And someone's gonna
Go fucking burn the place down.
yeah, and they'll end the Raw. I'm just kidding, but
or Triple H will be like, I'm facing you at Extreme Rules for the titles.
And people says no.
I don't know. Anything could happen. Maybe we'll even get that fucking Steve Borden Sting on Raw.
I'll be marking out, You
hear that? He's gonna be marking out, guys.
You heard it, everyone? I'm gonna mark out. I might make a video, but I don't know how I'm not gonna do that.
For an old timer. You're gonna be marking out for an old timer, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, for an old timer? Come on, yeah. What's
Sting,
wrong?
yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'd probably mark out myself. I mean, the first time he'll be in WWE and all this, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, if he does come, he shouldn't face Taker because he hasn't really earned it. I mean, he just comes in at his first run in the WWE, and all of a sudden he gets to face Taker. How is that really fair to some of the other guys that's on the roster, like Cena and stuff, that should maybe face Taker? Well, who gives a fuck? You know what? Technically, I'd say Sting does deserve it. No matter whether or not he's worked in WWE or he's worked in another company, I honestly think, this is what Sting wants. Hell, Taker wants this too. So
yeah, so
that's what I got to say about that.
And plus, Sting is more veteran than anyone on the current WWE roster. So bank on that, wrestling fans.
Yeah, I mean, deal with it. I mean, who cares? I mean, it probably wouldn't be the greatest match, but it'll be something that a lot of fans like myself want to see.
Yeah, I know. And plus, we're gonna see some DVDs, all that stuff. So when it's official, but I think it is. I think it's been official a long time ago. They just want to keep it hush hush.
Yeah, and I think they've done a good job of it.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna switch gears really short and quickly. This Saturday, you can see the whole entire Hall of Fame if you had a W Network, or if you can find another access to watch it. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna look like a good class. You agree or disagree for the Hall of Fame class, Tony?
I agree. I don't know too much about the Carlos guy or Carlos Colon, father of Primo and Epico, whatever. But other than that, all the other guys I know really well, and my hat's off to them. They deserve it. It's their time, and all that. So Warrior, I'm kind of in the middle about him too. But you know what? Whatever. I guess it was eventually gonna happen.
Yeah. But I cannot wait what the Jake the Snake Roberts had to say. I know he's going to say thank you, DDP, for all the help. Same thing for Razor Ramon or AK Scott Hall. It's going to be awesome. Lita, all those speeches are going to be freaking awesome. I don't know who's going to induct them. Any ideas? All those guys?
Lita's going to get inducted by Trish. Don't know who that Carlos guy is going to get inducted. Probably by his two sons, which is Carlito and Primo.
Do you think they're going to come out, get out of character, do you think?
Yeah, probably. Well, Carlito, he's not in WWE, but the other two probably will come out of character. They're not big characters to ruin their reputation.
Okay.
So, Razor Ramon is getting inducted by, I don't even know. I don't think they said yet, but I think it'll be by Kevin Nash, or it'll be by
X-Pac?
That's all
X-Pac?
Probably Kevin Nash. It has to be Kevin Nash, or maybe Hogan. I don't know, but Warrior's going to get inducted by Linda McMahon because, well, Hogan and Warrior still have heat, and their egos are way too big to be around each other.
Yeah.
And
what about
Mr. T, I think he'll get inducted. Actually, Mr. T probably will get inducted by Hulk Hogan, actually, I think. And as far as Paul Bear, it's going to be Undertaker. I mean, it's not confirmed, but it's going to be Undertaker. I don't see anybody else doing it. I don't give a... I don't give a rat's ass. People complain, oh, Taker's out of character. You know what? Who cares? The guy's going to retire soon. Who gives a fuck? Okay, he's inducting Paul Bear. It's a reason he's going to come out of character is to induct Paul Bear. Who cares? He's out of character. If you're that dumb to believe that that's really his really who he is, the whole gimmick, I'm sorry. Then you're not that smart.
Yeah. But
So
it's gonna be good. Who do you think gonna do Alita?
I already said it's confirmed.
Okay.
Trish.
Okay. So all the ones we discussed already, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish they said that leading up to the Hall of Fame, like each one, but they don't they usually do that?
Most of the time, but I think they're keeping the whole Taker inducting Paul Bearer a surprise. I don't really think it's a surprise because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a good. Are you gonna find a way to watch the whole thing, or just gonna watch
Probably just watch the highlights. And I'll watch the full entirety when it comes out on the Blu-ray.
or DVD? Yeah. Um, I cannot wait. How the cover's gonna look like? I'm gonna buy it. I know I have the network, but I want to get just in case, Wrestling Gurus, if there's um a stall or my computer or PS3 got frozen for Wrestlemania 30, I'll just have the Blu-ray just in case. You know what I'm saying, Tony?
Yeah, and actually, Elimination Chamber came out too. This past last Tuesday, so that's out too. And you want to get it?
Yeah, I know it's only $11. Is that weird for so cheap?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a DVD and it's not one of their main pay-per-views.
Yeah, but still, it shouldn't really. I think all pay-per-views should be cheap now because with the W Network, don't you think?
That's why it's $11.99. Normally, their DVDs are like $15.
Yep. I think all the, from my point of view, I think all the pay-per-views should go down now because the network is available.
And apparently, what I was hearing was, I guess they're gonna start putting the whole documentaries and those documentaries and compilations on the network.
Oh,
like
man.
for instance, like the Warrior thing. I heard they're gonna put that on that. Like all those kind of DVDs. They're gonna be putting on the network and stuff like that. So I guess that's whoever has a network. That's news for you. That's some news out there for you guys. Um, well, and I might wait. I don't know. I didn't get the Warrior DVD. Excuse me. I didn't get the Warrior Blu-ray today. I probably will get it. As much as it is, I'll still get it. I don't give a fuck. I don't have the network, so it's
Yeah,
no reason for me
I'll
not.
get it.
Why wouldn't I get it if I don't have the network? Why wouldn't I get it?
Yeah, I will get it eventually.
Well,
So
it's 27 on Blu-ray, so
I know. Woo, that's kind of high.
it is. I mean, fuck, that shit should have been dropped down a little bit. I mean, damn, you got the WWE, drop your shit down. I mean, the fucking Royal Rumble Blu-ray was 27 as well.
I know, drop it, Jesus, but
The Blu-rays, yeah, jeez. I wonder what Mania is gonna be like 30.
it might be 40.
God, I don't even, because it's 30th anniversary. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I hopefully it's good cover. When do you think we'll usually find out about the WrestleMania 30 cover? After Mania 30?
Probably, no, probably be a couple weeks in April.
Okay. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully no spoilers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think we're done now. You have anything to say before we end this podcast?
Well, stay tuned to my channel. I would say probably, yeah, Friday or so. Friday or Saturday, depending on when I upload it. I get the chance. I'm gonna go see the Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America #2 this Friday. I pre-ordered tickets for me and my friend. We're gonna go see that the day it comes out. I'm pretty excited. It's been a while since I've actually seen a movie the day it comes out. I'll probably be crowded, but I'm glad I got the tickets, so that's no worry there. Just have to get the seats we like now, and then that'll be that. But yeah, so stay tuned for that on my channel. That video should be out eventually. The review of the movie. I'm pumped for it. And yeah, I'm really excited. And then after that, should be reviewing Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the new Godzilla movie. Those are some more movie reviews I plan to do once I see those movies as well. And yeah, that's kind of really it for me.
Yeah, same thing for me. I'm gonna see oh my gosh, I got a little tongue. The same movie I'm gonna see. Same one I'm gonna see. Same one you're gonna see on Saturday. I'm gonna see it for you too. Whatever.
On Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I'm gonna see it Saturday. And if you guys don't know, Spider-Man 2. If you have the new animation DVD or Blu-ray, if you get that, you get free. You get say like $5 off. I gotta pick that up. It's like an animation from Marvel. I gotta pick that one up. I forget what it's called, but they had it at Walmart recently, but it ran out on a Blu-ray.
Wait, is it like an Avengers one?
Yes.
Avengers. I think it's Avengers Initiative, Punisher and Black Widow.
Yes. And they have like $5 off for the Spider-Man 2. So make sure you get it soon before May 2nd. And you can save some money on your movie ticket So I will do a quick review. Same thing what Tony's doing. I'll probably see it sometime on Saturday because I'm off. I'm looking forward to it because I've seen this first one recently. Probably see it again. So cannot wait to see Captain America #2. Look like awesome. So that's about it. Sorry we discussed about movie, but we just throw some shit in. So have a good one, my viewers. Enjoy WrestleMania 30. Whoever's going, and I know who's going. Who's going? Jennifer, I know you're listening. Chuck, and who's that one guy? We know Tony.
Thrashmania.
Yeah, Thrash Maniac. You lucky guy, won tickets. So we out here. Tag team champions are out here. Goodbye.